How's it going, everyone? Today we'll be using this Drax protection deck to try to take down Master Mold on Heroic difficulty. This is part of my channel goal of trying to beat every scenario in the game on Heroic using a different hero. Now, if you've been following along with the challenge, you know that in my last video, I used a Wolverine deck to take down the Collector 1 on Heroic difficulty, but I had previously used Wolverine to take down Master Mold on Heroic difficulty. So in order to satisfy my challenge of using a different hero against every scenario, I've got to go back and redo the Master Mold scenario. Sort of a case there of I picked a pretty powerful hero to take on an easier scenario, so wanted to pull Wolverine into a harder scenario and save Master Mold for a weaker, get a chance to get a win with a weaker hero like Drax. So that's what we're going to try to do today. This is a pretty standard Drax protection deck. Drax lines up with Master Mold pretty well. Against Master Mold, we never want to, or we want as little as possible to go to Alter Ego form, because when Master Mold schemes, he will spawn a Sentinel minion for us. So we'd like to stay in hero form as much as we can. Drax, very happy to stay in hero form. In fact, Drax himself almost never goes to Alter Ego form because he wants to get attacked first to build up his vengeance counters and then to draw cards once his vengeance counters are full. So it's a nice pairing there, as well as just a general pairing, strength-wise, Drax being unfortunately in the bottom tier of characters with Master Mold, also being relatively easy because, or for several reasons, but especially because of the free Magneto ally that we get. So, all that to say, I've not maybe necessarily built around Master Mold in particular, but Drax just lines up well with Master Mold. So a lot of the cards that we'd expect, right? Shake It Off, Leading Blow, these are the Drax staples. What Doesn't Kill Me, this is a Drax staple. Anything to ready and give him extra attacks is just really valuable because he might get his attack step up to like 5. Dwight Mastery, drawing a card every time we attack. So these cards to get extra attacks, Shake It Off to get those tough statuses so that he can take extra attacks. A little bit of energy barrier repurpose stuff going on. Drax plays extremely well with repurpose because of his additional readies, including his identity card, Fight Me Coward. Then if we look at the allies, we've got some of the super staple Guardian allies, Gamora and Rocket. Jocasta, really nice to give him an additional use of the card Parry, which is really, really good for him. Starhawk, just a general sort of fill in the gaps type of card. Makes it in basically every protection deck, helps us really smooth out our turns. And then Karma is a little bit, Karma is a good card in her own right, so you could easily put her in a Drax deck against any matchup, but really, really strong in this scenario since there are a lot of 5, 6, even 8 health Sentinels that are non-elite, so Karma could help us, effectively defeat that minion, but then take control of it. Now we have our own ally with the same stats, which are very high, so very powerful card that we can hope that we'll see if we get a chance to utilize her. And then just a one-off med team here. So med team plus Mantis is a really nice battery for Drax to stay healthy so he can keep taking attacks and keep drawing cards. So this deck it wouldn't be surprising if we end up finishing the game kind of quickly, because once we build up that attack stat, Drax just goes crazy on damage. The reason he's generally considered a weaker hero is just he really needs the time to build up. He needs to take some attacks in order to build up his vengeance counters. And especially if there are threats to deal with in the early game, especially if they're thwarting, because he's pretty weak at thwarting, then we can struggle a bit. But once he's got Dwight Mastery out, once he's up to 3 vengeance counters, he can absolutely churn through minions and villains like almost no other hero. So a good opportunity to do that here today against some large health Sentinel minions. I did do a Master Mold breakdown in the previous Wolverine versus Master Mold video, so I'm not going to get super detailed into it here, but just the most notable thing, like I mentioned, is getting this Magneto ally in play for free. So he's able to kill Sentinel minions and healing if he deals them the final blow. So just so much value from here. We get we can even use him for an emergency block if we have to. Really one of the things that makes this scenario relatively easy. So there we go. So I'm not going to do a scenario breakdown, so we're ready to get right into the game. Starting it off, main scheme 1A tells us to put the Magneto ally into play under our control. And then we'll resolve the when revealed on main scheme 1B to discard from the encounter deck until we discard a Sentinel minion. and that'll engage us. Got Master Mold on 14 hit points and a tough. This is my, I can show off here a little bit as I shuffle. My promo, what would you call it? Extended art version of Master Mold, which is pretty neat. All right, let's discard until we get a Sentinel minion. And we got the 8 health 1, unfortunately. After this minion engages you, attach the topmost Sentinel attachment from the discard pile to this minion. So we got Stun Beam. After attached minion attacks and damages a character, stun that character. That might be the worst possible start to this game we could have. But if we get Karma, now it's the best possible start we could have. By Karma, I mean the card named Karma, not just Cosmic Karma. So when our attack isn't built up, we've just got a pretty low chance of killing this thing. So we might even look at opportunities to block with an ally, just to block that minion attack. Not something we always do. One threat on the main scheme to start. All right, opening hand. No Karma, no Dwighthwheat Mastery. I think it's a full mulligan. Drax's Knife is maybe close because it gives us the +1 attack. But that's honestly not a huge difference yet, so I'd rather draw towards a chump blocker, Dwighthwheat Mastery, and just a atrocious hand. We did discard our parry though, so we can stick that under Jocasta. I mean, unbelievably bad hand. Wow. So I guess this deck has a high potential for that. So how much does parry actually block? When you would take any amount of damage, prevent double your attack. So I'll get up to 2 attack after Master Mold attacks. Then I could parry this Sentinel's attack, which is okay. I guess there's no reason not to Leading Blow here. Let's flip. Attack the Sentinel. I don't think I'm really gonna play with the possibility that I draw Karma next. Attack the Sentinel, Leading Blow. I mean, I'm not spending it as a resource if I don't. 2 resources on the top. Okay, I didn't read this card correctly. Okay, it's too late. For some reason I thought we would get... Okay, I actually did less damage than... Okay, I didn't understand Leading Blow well enough. That's my bad. So I think we keep a double resource in hand. Let's pay 3 for Jocasta. We'll attach parry to her. I think I'll keep the double resource in hand. Yeah, in hindsight, well, yeah, I probably don't keep both double resources in hand. That could be kind of risky. Do I keep Shake It Off in hand? I think I do actually. Well, that's another way I could neutralize the Sentinel's attack. Shake It Off is just generally a good card, I think, for me right now. So I'll keep the Shake It Off. Could end up with an awkward hand, but it is what it is. Jocasta and Magneto will attack the Sentinel for a total of 4. And we'll end the turn. Keeping those 2 in hand, drawing up to 4. Okay, actually a pretty good hand. We've got the double, the right double in fact, to pay for what doesn't kill me. Didn't really even think about that when I spent Genius, but I guess I lucked out there. 1 threat on the main scheme. Master Mold attacks with a base value of 3, and we're just going to take it. Or do I parry this now that I know I'm shaking it off? That leaves me a bit more flexible with Jocasta. Or no, my attack is only 1 right now. So no, I don't parry yet. 3 plus a boost of attached to a Sentinel minion. So now parry doesn't block it, but I do have the Shake It Off. So, so 3 comes in to Drax. We get our first Vengeance counter. Then we pay 1 for Shake It Off, giving us a tough. The Sentinel attacks and knocks off the tough. Now I can't, oh, I guess I can kill it. 2 encounter cards. Sentinel Mark 5 is going to attach targeted for elimination to us. And then Sentinel Mark 6 is going to quick strike for 2, which I can just take because it's only 2. Down to 9. But this is more stuff than I would like to see. So I do have 2 attack. 5 health left here, 6 health left here. Got extra 2 hit points, so there's 6 health left here. I could go 2-2-3 to kill it. I mean, it's obviously the worst attack for me. So let's see here. I probably just take out this big Sentinel. I'm going to take a couple Retaliate, which is annoying. And then my health is going to be really quite low, but yeah, it's still best to just take it out now, I think. So attack the Sentinel for 2. Retaliate against me. What doesn't kill me. Heal 2 and ready. Because I could attack it for 1 and then 3, which is slightly more efficient on damage, but then the Retaliate kills Jocasta. And I want Magneto to deal the final blow, so I think this is better still, all things considered. Attack for 2 more with Drax, take a Retaliate. Magneto attacks and kills Sentinel Mark 8. So after he attacks and defeats a Sentinel minion, he'll heal this 1 damage, and then he'll take 1 back for the normal consequential. No Retaliate because we defeated the minion. Jocasta will just get in there for 1 on somebody. How about, I said rather Karma Mark 6. This will work pretty well for the 3+3 next turn. I'll just do the Mark 5. End the turn. Okay, there's the Dwighty. Another Shake Off is very active. Okay. 1 threat on the main scheme. Master Mold attacks. I could prevent 4 of it now with parry, which I think I just do because I want Jocasta to block this Sentinel's attack. This is a response, not an interrupt, so I might still take a little bit of damage, but I'm going to parry this attack. I guess it's when you would take any amount of damage, so I get to wait to see how much I'm about to take. But it's going to be 3 coming in, plus a boost of give the villain a tough status card. So that is just 3, and yeah, I think my point still stands. I want to parry it to take nothing. I'm about to use Jocasta to block. Go up to 2 vengeance counters. This Sentinel attacks, we'll just have Jocasta block. This one will attack for 2. I'll take 2 and then shake it off for a tough. Two encounter cards. Okay, there's a side scheme. When defeated, deal 2 damage to each Sentinel enemy. Not like I'm really thwarting that anytime soon, though. At least I don't have to clear it this turn quite yet. And then the Sentinel will attack me for 3 because I am targeted for elimination. So let's get out the Dwythete Mastery. And I can kill one of these guys. I think I'm on just killing the higher damage one since they're all attacking me. Hopefully I draw a parry in hand would be nice. Let's attack this Sentinel for 3. Magneto finishes it off. Sorry, we draw after Dwythete Mastery. I'm going to discard the payback end of turn. All right, going to need to defend here, unfortunately. Although maybe Magneto could defend an attack. But I don't. He could probably defend this attack, but I got both of these coming in. So I'll just defend Master Mold's attack. I guess Magneto could defend this one. That's more damage. Still need to defend, though, because I lose to a lot of boost cards. Master Mold attacks. Drax defends. Boost of 0 takes 1, up to 3 vengeance. This Sentinel attacks for 2, which I think I take. This one attacks for 3, which Magneto will defend. Oh, sorry, I forgot step 1 here. 2 threat on the main scheme for step 1. 2 encounter cards. All right, this one is going to be tough and get an energy barrier. While we get that, let's see what else is coming. Sentinel Mark 8. I mean, I guess that's the gist of the scenario, but the Sentinels do not stop coming. I'm just going to call this one. We're exhausted. We got 4 Sentinels. Let's try again. All right, hopefully we don't get the Mark 8 this time, or if we do, maybe we'll draw Karma. But yeah, it's really bad hand, well, bad hand in general, but also just didn't line up in any kind of way to deal with that many of the high health minions all at once. Okay, I could have, nah, it's still not nearly enough. I could have played a Rocket, or no, Magneto was exhausted as well, so. Because I was thinking if I could have just defeated the insert virus program, that would have done a bunch of damage to all the Sentinels. But only had 2 thwart available with Rocket. All right, discard to a Sentinel. All right, not as bad a one this time. The Sentinel Mark 3, which comes in tough and gets an energy barrier. which gives him +2 attack and an additional tough whenever he attacks. So that's someone we can kill turn 1, which is already a huge difference from the last game. Let's remember to give Master Mold his tough. I'm going to reset my hit points. Not many games where our hero's hit points starts at the same level as the villains. I guess I just don't play Hulk very much. But Master Mold is got to be one of the lowest, if not the lowest, stage 2s for hit points. There's stuff like the unkillable villains like Hela or Collector. I guess they come in with less, but that's kind of a different thing. Batroc. Okay, let's look at the opening hand. Okay, it could be another full mulligan. I guess we got the double, so I think I'll keep that. We got the attack knife again. I wonder if I should have just kept that last time. That actually might have helped clean up a little bit. I think it's just learning about the deck here. Because we've got so many situational cards, I think the bar is lower to keep, a card that's not even the perfect card. I don't think we'd get Drax's other knife. I think that's just even lower impact. And then Med Team is kind of interesting as well. Because once we get Mantis, we're just healed up the whole rest of the game. So I could make the same argument that I made for the knife. I think I'm going to keep the Med Team, actually. Obviously, this doesn't lock us into playing it, but if we draw some pretty situational cards, it could be a nice play. Okay, I think Rocket is better than Med Team. And I can play the knife, but then I'm 1 resource inefficient. That's not the end of the world. Flip. There's actually a parry, so I think I keep this parry in hand. But let's pay 1 for Drax's knife. Pay 3 for Rocket. Not going to use Rocket right away. We just don't need to. Keep the parry in hand. Drax will attack the tough off of this Sentinel. Magneto will kill the Sentinel. Oh, you know what? Maybe I do use Rocket right away. Because Magneto's not going to heal. That seems a bit overly aggressive. Magneto's attacks are effectively free. So even though we don't get the heal yet, I'm just going to attack. And I said it last game, but just because that ability is before the actual consequential damage. So that guy is gone. And Rocket's just going to sit tight, and we're going to end the turn. Ooh, Gamora, as the last card, really bailed us out there. Now we have a place to put the double resource, and we can efficiently play parry plus everything else. So 1 threat on the main scheme. Master Mold attacks for 3 plus a boost of 2. I am going to parry to prevent 4 damage and take 1 vengeance counter. 2 encounter cards. Gang Up's going to be another attack. Honestly, not really even complaining. I could have kept parry and saved 1 more damage, but whatever. 3 plus a boost of attached to a Sentinel minion, which there are none, so just take 3. Get a second vengeance counter, so we're all up to 4 attack already. Card number 2, another assault. Are you serious? Okay. Well, I wish I was mitigating this a little bit, but really, I'm not going to complain. So I could make a case for defending here, actually. We know that there's not a minion to attack. this turn. So we could just try to go a bit more aggro though. Like obviously it would be an attack for 5, so that feels bad to miss. But I want to be able to keep drawing cards off attacks and surviving and stuff. I think I'm actually going to defend. If I was more of a Drax expert, I might know that I'm not supposed to defend there, but I think it makes sense to me. So 3 plus a boost of, if targeted for elimination is attached, we get dealt this card, but it's not. So we'll take 1 and get up to a 3rd vengeance counter. Man, what a complete opposite from last game. No pressure at all, 3 vengeance counters already. But that's the gamble we take with Marvel Champions. Let's pay 3 for Gamora. This is where it's good to understand the scenario a bit here. So we really have no rush at all to thwart this, because even if we draw in advance, Master's Mold is only going to put 2 threat on the main scheme because he doesn't get a boost card when he schemes. So I can continue saving everybody. I want to save Gamora because I want to be able to use that card that she draws me. I will attack with Magneto to knock off the tough, because he should be, killing lots of Sentinel minions, and I'm not really worried about his damage, so I'm good with that, but that's all it's going to be, and we'll end the turn. Okay, interesting hand here. Well, this hand does so much damage, holy cow. We didn't draw any tricks, but now I actively want to attack, so yeah. Okay, 1 threat on the main scheme. Master Mold attacks. I'm just going to take it. 3 plus a boost of 2 is 5 damage. I'm down to 4. I'm at max vengeance counters, so we draw a card. Ooh, and the Dwy-Theat Mastery. Wow, okay. 2 encounter cards. Exhaustion really is not a card Drax likes to see. There's a Sentinel Mark 8. So we get the topmost Sentinel attachment, which is unit upgrade. It's the +2 hit points and retaliate 1. And that one is really nasty against my ally-based approach. Stun Beam is also going to attach to it, but doesn't add any hit points, so as long as we kill it here, it's not actively worse. Okay, I've got 9 damage among my allies. So, as much as I hit the retaliate, I do just need to attack it and kill it, I think. Plus, I would want to have some blockers now, because I am pretty low. I could repurpose an unused energy barrier. That's actually, okay, hold on. All right, we're gonna have Gamora attack first. She'll end up taking 2 damage, but we're gonna draw a card and see what happens. So she'll deal 2 to the Sentinel, discard until we hit an event. Wow, another leading blow. I wish I had one thing I don't even need to spend so that I could set up the Dwy-Theat Mastery. But I think I do need to spend this leading blow to play the Dwy-Theat Mastery. So now he's got 8 hit points left. I'm attacking for 5, and then Magneto would finish it. Assuming I ready with repurpose. No, repurpose, I'm attacking for 7. I just don't like how much damage I'm taking in that equation. Well, I'll have allies to block for me now. It's probably just damage is the game. So pay 2 for energy barrier. Let's repurpose it. We're ready, get +2 attack. So now we're at 4, 5, 6, 7 attack. We will attack the Sentinel with Leading Blow. We discard the top card. It's got 3 boost icons, so our attack gets reduced from 7 down to 4. So Rocket can still kill it, which is good. Since we still dealt damage, we ready our hero, and then we draw off of Dwytheit. Then Rocket will just attack for 4 on the Sentinel, putting it up to 10 damage. No retaliate since we have killed it. Drax will attack for 7. Down to 7, draw a card. I think we keep attacking. This is now we could argue maybe we want to thwart once on the Sentinel Factory so that advance doesn't pop it. I think it's boring, but likely correct. Thwart for 2 there. I want to keep Jocasta in hand, but I will discard 2 Stubborn to die and end the turn. So payback is after the villain attacks you, so I don't think I can block with an ally and still play that. Didn't draw a parry. Okay, 1 threat on the main scheme. Master Mold attacks. Gamora blocks. Give the villain a tough status card. Tough gets Drax pretty good, not gonna lie. That's pretty annoying. 2 encounter cards. Sentinel Mark II is gonna search up Operation Zero Tolerance. So this will tuck allies under it when they are defeated. And if it gets to 4, we lose the game. Card number 2. Shields up, give each Sentinel minion engaged with you a tough status card, otherwise this card gains Surge. Well, for an encounter card it's not that bad, but it stops us from one-shotting that Sentinel, which would have been fun. Well, what do we want to do here? I could actually attack and play Karma. That's kind of funny, actually. Obviously, Mantis and Jocasta are just cards I normally really want to play. No, Karma's definitely not worth it, because we won't keep the tough there. Alright, I'm probably playing Jocasta and keeping Mantis in hand is what I'm currently looking at. Let's attack the Sentinel for 5, which hits the tough. We draw from the Mastery. Oh. Doesn't really change anything. I could keep 2 cards instead. Or I could play Karma and keep a card. Karma's still got to be the worst of everything. I could keep Karma just because it's so powerful, but my allies are going to be full. Oh, and this is just after an enemy attacks and defeats an ally. So if it just dies to consequential, that's totally fine. Okay, I think I want to play Jocasta though. I'll keep Mantis in hand. Maybe keep Karma in hand. It's just such a high upside potential. Okay. Pay 3 for Jocasta. Give her a parry. Let's have Magneto take out the Sentinel. So he'll heal and then take a consequential, which evens out. Jocasta attacks off the tough from Master Mold. I forgot that Mantis is actually just a really good thwarter too. But healing is also very good. Okay, I think I save Rocket again. And let's end the turn. One threat on the main scheme. Master Mold attacks, no defend. 4 coming in will parry and draw a card from Drax's ability. 2 encounter cards. This is the Sentinel Mark III, which will get an energy barrier and a tough. And then unit upgrade, giving him +2 hit points and retaliate 1. But it's a lot less scary on a 5 health minion than a 10 health minion. And this is actually looking like a pretty good Karma takeover, but then I don't play Mantis. These abilities, how does this work? Because some of them say like attached minion gains, blah, blah, blah. But these don't really say that. Okay, I need to check if these, I think I need to check if these are still valid if I turn this minion into an ally. So I'm just gonna check that rule and shuffle when I get back. Okay, as best I can tell, it works the way I want it to. Let me just get the Karma text up as I do my shuffle, coming back from a cut. But, so Karma changes the minion to an ally, treats its text box as blank, and changes its scheme stat to a thwart stat. So the only thing that stays is attack buffs. Anything that says, like Energy Barrier says, after attached minion attacks, give it a tough status card. So that won't carry over to our ally because it's not a minion anymore. Likewise, the +1 scheme won't carry over because the ally doesn't have a scheme anymore. It'll have a thwart. But, I mean, Karma is still taking control here of a 6 attack, 3 health ally with a tough status. So I'd say that that is worth it. And I think it's worth it enough, in fact, to not play Mantis. I do want to check. I do need to check Master Mold Stage 3 here. Okay, it's just the same abilities. I was wondering if we might get an extra Sentinel when we advance, but we don't. So I think we are just turbo damage. Jocasta will thwart for 2 on the main scheme. And die to consequential damage, so she doesn't go to Operation Zero Tolerance. We'll pay our whole hand. A little awkward, but it's still so good. Pay our whole hand for Karma. To take control of our 6 attack Sentinel. So to be efficient with damage here, let's have Magneto attack for 3. And, okay. Magneto, wait just a second. Drax will attack for 5, putting him down to 2. We draw, just in case we get something interesting. Magneto will attack. This is after Magneto attacks and defeats a Sentinel minion. So this is, Master Mold is not a Sentinel minion. So he will not heal and then take the consequential. Stage 3 comes in with 16 health, tough status, some additional stats, but no new abilities. Then Rocket will attack the tough off. And our Sentinel will attack for 6. Down to 10. Okay, we've got the other parry actually still in the deck, so maybe we'll draw that, but I think got Rocket to block. This basically ends the game on its own, except we do need to draw a physical resource. But also we end the game just with these 2. So I think I'm going to discard what doesn't kill me. Maybe I might need to attack through a minion. I'll keep what doesn't kill me. And end the turn. All right, sorry, shake it off as a physical. 1 threat on the main scheme. We'll have Rocket block this attack from Master Mold, no boost ability. 2 encounter cards for the win. Assault is going to be an attack. I'm going to have Magneto block, no boost ability. I mean, Magneto has victory, I'll go to the victory display. And then Relentless Robots. Each player engaged with the Sentinel minion cannot thwart this scheme. But it doesn't matter, because we'll attack for 6, and then attack for 5. Okay. Well, I'm glad that ruling worked out, and that's why we put Karma in the deck. I mean, I don't know if you put Karma in a generic Drax deck, but like, the ceiling on Karma is so incredibly high. She's another one of my cards I think I underrate a little bit, because she takes up 2 ally slots when she controls something, but the efficiency is just completely off the charts, plus really abusing this scenario, of course. So, I mean, I can't really say that like Drax really, pulled the weight in this scenario. The Magneto ally went a long way, Gamora and Rocket were very strong, and then Karma, of course, the closer, to end up getting the win. Master Mold's not the hardest. I mean, he gives us minions, but minions are relatively easy to attack and kill, so if we got more thwarting pressure or something, like if we got this earlier, maybe that's rougher, but even then Magneto just thwarts that. So yeah, good pairing here, I think, of an easier scenario with a lower down the totem pole hero. But happy to get the win. So now we've patched that up. We used Wolverine previously to beat Master Mold, moved him over to beat Collector, leaving a gap, so we need a new hero to defeat Master Mold. Got it with Drax in the middle of our Guardians wave. A nice sort of Guardian versus mutant villain here. And that'll do it for this video. All right, so next up, we'll jump back to the Galaxy's Most Wanted box, and next will be Collector 2. So I hope you'll join me for that. Thanks for watching.